Alright, hi guys. This is my amazing friend Ashley.
Hi.
We're gonna do some stretching videos for you. Yeah. So the first one, this one is basic stretching. I think this is good. I always tell my students, like, do it in front of your TV. Like, some of the stretches you can do while you're like eating breakfast in the morning or doing homework, or it's easy to stretch because you have to do or you like to do these things.
Yeah.
And you can just add this into that routine. So maybe play this video. We're not even gonna play music for you. So play this video, like watch it while you're doing homework or while you're watching TV, and just glance over and see what we're doing and do it with us.
Yep, all along.
All right guys, we're gonna start with butterfly. Knees open. You really want your knees as wide as they can get. Feet together, sitting up straight. And then we're gonna roll down through our spine, all the way down to our feet. We're gonna hold it there. Try and flatten out your back. So I'm gonna turn sideways for you. So try not to be here with a hunchback, but flatten it out as much as you possibly can. We're gonna hold it there. You should feel this, like, where do you feel? In the back of your legs, yeah.
Back of the legs.
It's a good one. It's a good warmer upper. Ooh. You wanna stay there for about a minute, and then maybe roll up out of it. Before we keep going, I was always told hold a stretch for at least a minute. Your muscles are like, ow, 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 and then all of a sudden they like go, and as soon as they do that, you did something. If it's just like the ow, 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 and you come out of it, like, you're not stretching your muscles, you're just like bouncing in and out of things. So really hold everything. We're not gonna hold it for a minute, but we're gonna show you what to do. You hold it for a minute, and then come back to the video if you need to pause it and start it, whatever you need to do. So,
breathe deeply.
Breathing helps so much.
Breathing helps when you're stretching.
Yeah, yoga. Yes. So after you do that, we're gonna do it again, rolling down. And then this time, bring your arms out in front of you. It helps get your back flat. It helps you reach long. And then again, slowly rolling up. Take your time. Awesome. Ooh. Good. And then something I like to call the dolphin. Warming up your back. Yeah, you can do this before or after what we just did. I like to do it after I stretch out a little bit. But basically you roll down through your spine. You go to your flat back that we just went to, and then we flat back it up. Yeah. And then again, roll down. And 2, flat back up. Nice. And then we reverse it. Flat back. And rolling up. And flat back. And rolling up. Nice. Cool. So I would do that like a bunch of times just to feel good. To stretch out your back and to help push down your leg, I like to push down with my same hand and then turn the opposite direction. It's now stretching out all of this and my back at the same time. So you just turn as much as you can, keep your shoulder down, and then twist as much as you can. Don't overdo it, especially in the beginning. You don't want to injure yourself or hurt yourself, but you should feel a stretch. Same thing other side. Yeah, and again here, make sure your back's not crunched. We're sitting really tall on our butt and lifting up. Good, and then coming back. Awesome.
Now we're gonna get our hamstrings. So we're gonna straighten our legs out in front of us. We'll start with our feet flexed, and you wanna roll down or your hands up?
Let's roll down.
Okay.
We'll do both.
So we'll roll down, so you roll down all the way, keep your knees straight. Grab the bottom of your heels and hold. Don't forget to breathe while holding this because it can get extremely tight.
And then same thing here, try and flatten out your back. It's really hard, but try.
And you hold this for a minute and then you roll back up.
Ooh. Whew. Feel that one.
I know. And then we'll do it one more time and the toes will be pointed. And we'll roll all the way down. Same thing, grab your heels, get that flat back. Breathe. Hold for a minute, and then we roll back up.
Whew. Feel that one. Same thing here, guys. Always keep your shoulders down, flat back, and then you should feel this all throughout the back of your legs.
If you want one more, roll down, And then grab the tops of your toes and pull them back as you keep your back straight. And you really will get it under the legs.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Hold this for a minute. And then release. And roll back up.
All right, guys, straddle. That's what's next. So even if your legs are here, it doesn't matter. Just open them to your capacity, as wide as you can go. Make sure, a lot of us like to turn in our legs, like here. Make sure knees are facing the ceiling. Yeah, so not even backwards, knees facing the ceiling, and you're sitting right up on your sit bones. So don't sit back in your hips, sit up on your sit bones. We're gonna reach our arm out, and then we're gonna reach it over. And you can do it either way. You can reach this arm here, or you can always cross it in front of you, however you like to feel it, whatever you feel more. You should feel it in your side body more than anything right now. Also, don't lift this hip up, keep this hip down, yeah. And then we stay there. Hold it for about a minute. And then after a minute, we're gonna turn, face our leg this time, and then go forward. And then we're gonna come up. And then we're gonna go the other side. Up and over to the other side. Again, I like to reach out long rather than down. I feel it more here, so maybe reach out. Good, hold it a minute, and then turn and face your leg. And again, don't let this thing, your other leg, do anything weird. Keep it turned out, hip down, and then go forward. Good, coming up. Good, so make sure we're holding all those for a minute. Yeah, don't cheat yourself. Or longer. If you can hold it 5 minutes each, do it. From there, we're gonna go ahead and walk our hands out in front of us, all of our favorites. Maybe you stop at the elbows. Yeah, you can hold it here. Maybe you go farther out, maybe your belly doesn't go down yet, or maybe you go all the way flat. Whatever you're ready for is fine. Again, don't let your legs turn in. Knees up. And then I don't really feel a difference. It's more for your hips right now. So if you want to flex or point your feet, sorry Ash, no. It doesn't matter. And then just stay there for about a minute. Yeah, so you're really opening up your hip joint, which is really important for everything in dance, ballet, contemporary, hip hop. And then we're gonna come up. So 2 options here to get to our frog. Okay. You can slide through. Maybe you push up and over, or maybe you swing your legs around if we're not quite ready for that. Do the slide through for you. Ash is gonna do the crawl through, and then you're always welcome to swing your legs around too, okay? So from here, I'm gonna move this way, and so go ahead and do your version of that. Woo! And then we bring our feet together, and then do you want to talk about this one?
Yes.
I'll turn sideways.
Frog position. So you want to make sure that with this, that your hips are down and your back is straight down if you can, and you want to try to get your feet up, because sometimes if your feet go up like this, it's okay, and for that you want to get higher up so your feet can get down. That's the main point of this stretch, is to have your feet down and to really get into the hips.
This is a good one too, like you can do homework.
Oh yeah, this is great. See, my feet are all the way up because I'm so tight in the hips, so I want to get up and then slightly press down.
Ooh. Even this one, my teacher used to be like, if you're not rehearsing for like 5 minutes, I'm rehearsing with someone else, like go do your frog in this corner of the room.
Yeah.
So you just like sit and frog, and it's not relaxing, but it's pretty relaxing.
Yeah, it is pretty relaxing, yeah.
I would bring my legs in, woo, and stretch them out behind you, and then maybe lift up out of your back, shoulders down, and then you feel it in the front side of your hips, and it's a really nice stretch, maybe looking over your shoulder, looking up like Ash, whatever you feel. Don't ever do anything so fast, so you don't want to hurt yourself. Stretching should be long, relaxing, and holding.
Yeah.
So just hold everything as long as you possibly can, as much time as you have.
So this is for the quads. This is the quad stretch. This is really, really, really good. So you want to do right and left leg. So we're going to start with our right leg. So you put this in front of you. Looks like this from the side, from the front, like this. And this is as simple as just crawling back, step by step, until you really, really feel it. And if you feel it when you get onto your elbows, then stay here, because all you want to do is breathe into this stretch. So about for a minute, you stay here. If you feel really loosey-goosey, you be going all the way down to the ground, and stay here for about a minute.
Don't let your knee pop up. If your knee pops up, go back.
Yes. And if you feel any pain in your knees, then get out of it.
Yeah. Fast.
Fast. Stay here for a minute, and then you just crawl right back up. Slowly coming out. Woo. And then you switch legs. So left side, same thing. You also want to like have your knee in line, I guess, like with your toe. If you want an extra stretch, you can always push it back farther behind you. But I like to keep it here just because it's my first stretch of the day. So slightly go back, elbow and elbow. Ooh. The right one's tight today.
It's really tight.
So stay here for a minute, see how you feel, and then slowly go back. And then stay here for another minute. And then you come right back out. Woo.
That was nice.
And then shake it out.
So we're gonna do a stretch now for our rotation. Bend both knees. Go ahead and slide your right under and slide your left over. Some people, this hurts your knees. If you want to do it stacked, you can do that. I get a deeper stretch when I stack my knees instead of my ankles. So cross it over, kind of like a pancake. From there, you want to sit up straight again. And I already starting to feel it, to be honest with you. So Ashley's doing the other way. So either way, whatever works for you is good. Don't like be like, I have to do this way. It's just stretching, and I always say stretching is for you, not anyone else.
Yeah.
So from here, I already feel this. You can stay here, or you can start lowering forward. Again, if you want to go to your elbows, that's fine. As flat as you want to go. This one, you're going to be a little more rounded. You always want to think flat back, but when your knees are stacked like this, it's hard, but more flat back there. You should feel it all throughout the back. All throughout the back, yeah. Again, hold it for about a minute. Slowly walk your way up out of it. And then switch sides, yeah? So you can just cross it right on over. One side, most of the time, is more flexible than the other. So if one side is more flexible, that's fine. Maybe say differently on the other side. Just make sure you're stretching both sides, yeah? And then go forward. And we hold it there. Good, and then we walk back up slowly. Awesome.
Now we're gonna move on to lunges. We're gonna stretch our quads, hips, the entire. Yeah, this is a really good one. So we're gonna start with the right leg. Right leg in front of you and left leg behind. You wanna make sure that your toe is propped up, your knee is off from the ground, and your knee on your right leg is straight over your ankle, because if you go any forward, you're gonna hurt your knee.
Yep.
So you wanna make sure that it is straight over your ankle. You're really gonna feel this right here. Right here, right? Opening this little section up. So you wanna stay here for about a good minute. I like staying here for a minute.
Yeah, me too.
You can kind of go back and forth a little bit.
Nice little rock.
Yeah, nice little rock. Open it up. For the next stretch from the lunge, we put your left knee down, left hand straight, bring the right hand around as you slowly bend your left leg, and you slightly pull in. You really are gonna feel this on the top of your left leg as I'm shaking. But you hold this for a minute. Yeah, you can do what Laura's doing. If you're feeling a little extra stretch, you bend it in, let it go. If you want a little bit more, you can go down to your elbow on your left. But if not, then you go right back up. That is a good one.
Yeah.
So stay here for about a minute.
Also make sure here that if your knee's hurting, you're doing it wrong. You're not on your knee. So you're on like right here. Because a lot of my students always like, my knee hurts. I'm like, you're not pressing. Yeah.
Yeah, so right. That's so true. And then you release it. After you do that, keep your left knee on the ground so it's easier, and then go straight to your elbows on both hands. And you're really gonna feel it in both hips. Hold this one for another minute. And you come right back up. Moving forward to stretch out the legs now. Prop all the way up. And you want to make sure both knees are straight and both arms are in front of you, and you slightly press your chest to your knee. Really feel it behind your right leg.
Yep.
And then, to help you get out of it, I guess bring your legs together and roll all the way up.
Through your spine.
Down on the left side. Again, knee over the ankle. Hold this for a minute. Press down. Reach all the way behind you. Hold this for a minute. Release. And then elbows down. Ooh. A minute. Prop back up. Straighten both legs. Ooh, and really press slowly. Hold for a minute. Keep breathing. And then after that is done, bring left, right leg to meet your left, and roll it through your spine.
All right, guys, so we're gonna open up our hips to end it. Bring your feet a good distance in. You're gonna sit all the way down like a squat, kind of. Yeah, your knees are allowed to go over your toes.
Yeah.
It's more for your hips. And then to press against, to make it even deeper stretch, press your elbows against your knees, bring your hands together. Ash and I are both yogis. We love yoga. Stay here for about a minute. Maybe even you can take your arm down, and if you want to push against, you can give it a nice little twist. If you do that, do it on both sides. Bring your other hand down, give it a little twist. Again, I would hold this for like at least 20 seconds, a minute if you can, and then coming down, maybe press again. So now we're gonna go ahead and widen our stance into our second. Bring your hands to your knees. We're also stretching out our hips here. Same thing we did in butterfly earlier. We're also gonna stretch out our back. So we're gonna press down, right hand, right knee, a little above my knee so I'm not hurting my knee. Stretching out my back, twisting. I feel it in my hip, in my back. And then same thing other side. These you don't have to hold for a minute. Just get a nice deep stretch, at least like 10 seconds though. Again, don't pop in and out of positions. And then we're gonna come back to center. We're gonna bring our feet parallel, let it feel good. Slide your hands down the back of your legs. Maybe give yourself a nice little shoulder stretch. Bring your hands together, bring your palms together, and go ahead and stretch out your arms. Ash is doing it sideways so you can see as well. Try not to let your palms just like come apart. Really try and hold them together. Feels good on the shoulders. Go ahead and release your hands. Whew. Give your body a nice little sway at the end. Yeah, just a nice gentle sway. Good, and then a small plie, a bend in our knees. And then we're gonna roll up again through the spine, very slow. Everything is very slow and stretching. And we're gonna stand up and shake it out. That's our first stretching video for you guys. Yeah, we'll post some more, we'll post different ones, and then we'll post maybe more advanced ones or maybe just different ones. So maybe do this, like, I would say almost every day if you can.
Yeah, every morning.
Yeah, and then maybe we can add other ones and change it up a little bit so you don't get bored. But again, put on your favorite song, put on the TV. Maybe you're doing your homework while you're doing this. Hold every stretch a really long time. We can't say that enough. Yeah. Don't bounce in and out. But we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye guys.